Hi. I want to share with you a story that happened to me, a real story that happened to me, and 4 ways of experiencing forgiveness, like the ones that we talked about in class this week. And I'm hoping that this story will illustrate the concepts and hope that makes them accessible for you. So here's my story, and this is a true story. I have a neighbor that I often have conflicts with, and I don't know why, but we do. And so this last year, one day on Facebook, she posted this. She posted a photo. This is the back wall of my school, and she wrote in Spanish, "Look at how they throw out the garbage. They're disgusting, and they don't know what respect is. This English school, and Elinvu doesn't understand respect." And I was hurt and upset and annoyed. I was like, why don't you come talk to me? What is going on? And then the other thing for me is that isn't even really garbage. This isn't a road. This is actually the land. It's our land right behind the school. So it's not even, it's a public pathway, but we put it, and it's not like plastic trash or paper trash. It's leaves. And we put the leaves on there to kill the grass so it would be easier for people to walk on. But this neighbor did not experience it that way. She was really upset. In fact, this way of posting on Facebook when she was so upset with us, to me, it was like the second experience of it wasn't even forgiveness, it was justice. She just wanted justice. She wanted to publicly shame us. So I'm assuming so she can feel better. I don't know. But this recording is really about me and my story. So let me tell you about my experience of this. If I were to live the first experience of forgiveness, which is kind of what I started out in the beginning, even though these 4 experiences are not linear, the first thing I was like, just let it go. We've had some conflicts in the past. I don't want to go there. I'm definitely not going to go on public social media and say anything. So just let it go and I'll be fine. So in this first experience of forgiveness, it's kind of like I just keep walking. I just keep going. I stay on my path. Or I love the image that we have of the sand being poured out back into the beach, into the water. You're just really letting the frustrations go and finding peace inside of me. In this first experience, it's kind of like the gift is unopened. And I'm going to explain the gift later on when we get to the third experience of forgiveness. Now, if I had actually lived the second experience of forgiveness, maybe I would have done something to try and get back at her, to find justice, because she's guilty because she did an inappropriate social media post. She could have talked to me. She could have, we totally could have worked it. I talked about why we put our leaves there and why it bothered her. And so if I were living the second experience, I would want her to pay. So either, I imagine because it was a Facebook post, I would have responded on Facebook, sort of getting back at her, which some people did. Some people actually did respond to her, feeling that sense of wanting to have justice because it wasn't fair, what she did. And so there was some really actually sweet posts from people supporting us, I guess. In the second experience of forgiveness, it's justice, and the gift is still unopened. The third experience of forgiveness, had I been living the third experience of forgiveness, and this is actually what I did start out with, is trying to use curiosity and empathy to understand my own and the others' experiences in the moment. So for me, I was frustrated and I was angry and I was trying to understand that, and I just felt I have a need for consideration. I have a need for respect. I have a need for understanding and to be understood. And none of those got met through her post. I did decide to talk to some other people, and their understanding they were very understanding. They really helped me feel understood and heard, and that really helped. Also in this third experience, I thought about her. What was she trying to get, what needs was she trying to get met? And how could, and I think her need she wrote it, for respect. She felt like we were being disrespectful. Probably her need to be heard and seen and need for power weren't being met. I don't know if she got them met in this way, but I'm guessing those are some of her needs. Some of the people that live at the school who were really upset with her, they also had a need for respect. They had a need for care and gentleness that wasn't being met. And so we met and we talked about it, and we all came to some understandings about what we thought about this experience. So the third experience of forgiveness is genuine curiosity and empathy for everyone involved. And in that third experience of forgiveness, there is a gift that is open and received. For me, the gift was having a better understanding of some of the people I work with, and being able to listen to them and feel more connected to them as we talked about the experience with care and with curiosity and with empathy. We all felt better. We all felt better, and we had opened our gift. The fourth experience of forgiveness is it's a possibility, right? These are not linear. You don't have to do all of them. They're just 4 different kinds of experiences that evoke forgiveness and the results of forgiveness. And so in this one, I see how the experience would give me a way to learn or grow in a way that is unique and or necessary. And then I'm transformed in some way. And to be honest with you, the transformation for me was that I looked at this picture and I didn't see garbage. It's not a place that people walk. It is a public thoroughfare, but it's not a place that people use. On either side of this photo, you can't see, but there is like other garbage that's foam and plastic, and it's like what I consider to be true garbage. And so when I looked at this, and when I talked to the people that were upset and hurt, I didn't talk to my neighbor. I ended up not talking to my neighbor about this. But I talked to the people that were with me, and I felt a sense of transformation in that we were all trying to understand why she was so upset. We also all knew that if we talked to her, she would go ballistic, and we didn't want to do that, so we put a healthy boundary around not talking about it with her. And so in a sense, we went back to number 1 and we just let it go. But we did that with also the sense of the fourth experience, where we felt transformed because we felt a deeper connection and understanding of our own values and of each other. So this fourth experience of forgiveness it's kind of like we realize that our roots are connected. Or in this picture with the rocks, we realize that each rock has to be there in order for that arc to be balanced. So they're interconnected. And in this experience, there are more than one gift that's open and explored. So I had the gifts for me, but the other people that I work with also had their own gifts open and explored, because they were able to experience this and forgiveness, experience understanding in a very different way. So there are 4 different ways I could respond to that story of having someone on Facebook try to publicly shame me in my school. I could let it go. I could seek justice. I could live genuine curiosity and empathy. And then I can also look for what is the deep transformational learning. Forgiveness is always for ourselves. I don't do it for somebody else. I do it to find peace within myself. And one of my favorite quotes about forgiveness is that forgiveness is letting go of the hope that the past will be anything different. So the past is the past. It's happened. And I can do something about that in terms of how I deal with it. I can't change the past. So my forgiveness involved in letting go with my frustration and my anger at something in the past that can't be changed. Any of these paths can help me move forward. The 2 that help me grow and learn and give me gifts, I think, really are the genuine curiosity and empathy, and the interconnectedness. So I hope this is interesting to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for listening to my stories, and good luck in your path with understanding the role of forgiveness in your life.